Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna talk about barefoot walking. I'm inspired to do this because my ex-twin soul she make a big deal out of that she is walking without shoes. So I want to tell about my childhood and my experience with barefoot walking and how I believe it is, and I will talk about the time, how the time have changed and the energy have changed. And then in the end of the video, I want to talk about a little experiment I would like to make in the future. When I was a kid, I was complaining, I remember. I only remember that direction and in that way that we had the conversation, and I was sweating my feet. We lived in a big house with a lot of kids and families, and there was a big forest around, and there was water, and I literally just felt like I was connected, like I was making a temple straight up since I was born, and I could walk. I just felt I had a mission on earth, and my feet was so hot. So then they gave me sandals, and I still complained that I was sweating the bottom of my feet. And if you see my feet today, you will see that it's not so good for me that you put me the shoes. So naturally, I like to walk barefooted. I realize that I work much better if I have shoes on, like protection. You can be more rough and clumsy. Barefoot walking is always like you have to look down, and if many people they walk and make a path, then the earth will be smooth and nice. But when most people don't care, then it's rocky and stuff, and you have to be careful. I used to love barefoot walking, so I believe about barefoot walking that it's stimulating the foot and the whole body in a good way. Of course, soft shoe have the benefit if you don't walk the right way, then you don't absorb uh, when you walk. When you walk wrong, it's a little bit hard if you don't have some rubber to absorb when you're walking wrong. But that make me walk more on the front of the foot and the whole foot, and kind of, it's really good. It stimulates some muscles in my back, and I if I put shoes, I can just walk very lazy, right? If I walk with no shoes, I kind of have to walk with my whole body and use some different muscles in the back, and I like it a lot. But especially when it's warm, I always love this thing that when you walk inside the house, then you have a space where you can connect with the energy. You know, have a big carpet and just relax. I remember one time I moved in with a girl and she had cats and they were peeing all over the floor. And I remember how my energy got damaged in my foot. I simply would not connect with the ground, and I start to feel a little bit of pain, but it's better now. But I really believe life force is something that have to flow through us, right? And when when people call the earth for the earth like it's dirt, like they spit on it, they throw rubbish and cigarettes on it, and they never show any love and appreciation, right? Then it's a little hard to be barefooted. You get dirty feet and people look weird at you. This was before the COVID, right? So I love to walk without shoes really before COVID, and every time I went inside my car, off with the shoe, right? Then you always have to take the shoes on when you have to jump out. Very difficult. But in the summer, not. You can just be barefooted and you can jump around, go outside, and it's nice. I feel it get a really big connection with the other people. I feel that the time have changed a lot. I feel that the fear level and the what you're calling it, the Illuminati, and all the machines and all the vibration and everything. It's just like the whole Earth and the people on the Earth have changed their vibration since COVID. And yeah, sorry, the video cut off. So now I'm mostly walking around in rubber boats, even if it becomes like not a sauna, but the one with water inside. Dampbad. For example, when you're on a boat, how is your grounding on a boat? Um, I'm actually so devoted in this barefoot walking that I once bought some barefoot shoes, which was more like a sock, and then some very, very nice material underneath. And then there was a girl, she started to use them. And then there was another girl who arranged that she actually moved inside my car, but then there was a girl arranging that she got an apartment. And then I was like, okay, now she have an apartment, then I cannot take her with me. But then she also kept my shoes, and then she died. So you know this expression, you don't know how it is to walk in other people's shoes. Don't judge other people. You don't know how it is to be in their shoes, right? So it's just fun. I have a feeling that since the vibration, since 2012, where no one wanted to raise the vibration, and then in 2019, where the fear just came all around the planet, yeah, that I think it could be fun to make an experiment. So I have this friend who have a boat, and it's actually a boat with 4 wheels. It can drive around on land and go all kind of places. You can live on, walk on the roof or inside, and it even have some like a boat where you can walk around on some plates that hang in the earth. And it could be so fun to play a game where we are not allowed to touch the ground. So it means if we have to go and visit someone in another boat or a car or something, climb a tree, then we have to jump from there without touching the ground onto the other vehicle and back like this. The only excuse is shopping and shitting, and then just spend some days like this, not touching the ground, and just experiment how the earth energy is actually feeling. So the hippies, the spiritual crazy people, they believe, when they take off their shoes, their electricity. No, it's not that the spiritual people believe that, but what happens is that your voltage, your electromagnetic field changes when you touch the earth directly, or if you don't touch the earth. So that's why, of course, rich people doing time have been using good shoes, right? Because then they don't have to be at the same ground and the same energy as the poor people who didn't have shoes. Not only because you can walk longer and faster and you're protected and all that, also not to share the energy with the poor people and the sick people on the street and all the horse shit, right? It was amazing to have shoes. But then now the hippie, they're like, yeah, we should walk in nature with no shoes because it's so good for us. And yes, it was good for us because the energy from the earth was somehow better than the energy from ourselves, right? But I raise my energy and the collective energy drop, right? So now I'm just at this point that I try to disconnect with the earth, right? Ah, Pachamama, Mother Earth, right? But disconnect with the earth because then I can stay in my own energy instead of touching the earth. And that was really something that really changed for me around 2019 when I got very lonely and the virus came and all that stuff. That I really started to had to be more aware about my own energy because I feel like all the energy gets sucked out sometimes when I walk on the ground. Um, how would it be if we went out, found a beach or forest or something, and then just would go from not touching the ground to just go in nature and let lay flat on the stomach, right, with the head down on the earth, just touching? What would it feel like, right, as a group energy with some few people? I just thought it would be a very fun experiment to do. Okay, this was my video about barefoot walking and how much I love to be naked and barefooted and yeah, this is my ex-twin soul. She actually talk a lot about it. That is one of the main things on her YouTube channel that she like this show her feet and stuff. And her boyfriend is not really this kind of type that like this, right? But he of course don't care whatever she do. It's just bothering me that I'm also like this, right? Okay, that was the video. Thank you for watching.